Something that I'm nervous about is probably maybe the bruising part, but everything was pretty self-explanatory. So I'm just more excited, I think, for the procedure and the results. My name is Savan, and I am getting eyebrow hair transplant today. Growing up, I've always had very sparse eyebrows, and my whole family has had dark bushy eyebrow except myself. So I'm just really excited to have it. I'm just tired of the baldness appearance-wise, so I would like it more of the genuine look. So with the alopecia, I've experienced it for about a few years. It's just due to stress. It's an autoimmune disease, and it did kill my self-esteem. I was very depressed for a little bit.
I'm Dr. Mark Dower, and I specialize in hair and eyebrow restoration. Our patient today is Savan, and she has genetic weak eyebrows, meaning she's never really had much eyebrow hair her entire life. So she tried microblading and tattooing her eyebrows 3 or 4 times, but it never really got her the desired effect. She reached out to me, and today we're going to do an eyebrow transplant, harvesting the donor hair via FUE from the donor area in the back of the scalp, and we're going to move the hairs one by one to the eyebrows. Our objective is to find the hairs in the scalp that most closely resemble natural eyebrow hairs to create the most natural ultimate appearance with the eyebrow transplant. But what we have to make sure the patient understands is that we are moving scalp hair to the eyebrows. So what that means is the scalp hair maintains its characteristics as scalp hair, meaning you have to trim them periodically, and whatever the character is of the hair we're taking from the back of the scalp, that's what's going to live on the eyebrows. Good morning, Savan.
Good morning.
Really excited to do the eyebrow transplant procedure on you.
I am too, thank you.
Are you excited?
Yes, very.
Great. It's going to be great.
Yes.
So before we start with the anesthesia or the harvesting in the donor area, we need to really clean the area very well. And then after that, we do our anesthesia and then start the harvest, which means I take the donor hair follicles. So while the grafts are waiting for implantation, they're preserved in plasmolite, which is a storage solution. We want to make sure the grafts need to be wet all the time. If they dry out, they won't be viable. So the entire time we keep spraying and keeping them moist, and we keep them preserved in the plasmolite solution so that the grafts are always immersed in plasmolite the entire time from the moment they're taken out of the body until they're put back in the body. Savan had less donor density than a typical patient. Her donor area in the back was not as dense as a typical patient. So what that meant is that I needed to be really careful in terms of extracting the follicles so as not to take too many follicles from one place and to kind of move to different areas. And then after I'm done with that, I anesthetize the eyebrow. So the process when I'm transplanting into the eyebrow is that I use a line implanter, which is basically a little tool that has a needle on it, and it also has a plunger. So instead of having to make an incision and then separately place the hair with a forceps, this tool allows me to create the incision and place the graft all in one motion. So it's less trauma to the eyebrow, which results in less post-operative swelling and discomfort, and I think also creates a better end result. I place the hairs in one eyebrow, we look at it together, we talk about it, and then we move on to the next eyebrow and do the same thing, and then we do a final check. Savan, are you ready to see your new eyebrows?
Yes, I am.
Open your eyes.
Oh my gosh, it looks really, really good. Thank you so much. I am so happy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I love my new eyebrows. The doctor did an amazing job. He's very meticulous. He took his time and he was very precise. And I love that I chose him because there were so many other doctors, but with the quality of the work that he did today, I highly recommend him.
The results for the eyebrow transplant should last forever. We're taking scalp hair, so unless you have an issue with your scalp hair, the eyebrow hair should stay.
I think when my family and friends sees it, I think they'll be very happy with the results because it's just so real. It's not drawn in, it's not microblade, it's my own hair follicle that was transplanted into it.
The maintenance involved in an eyebrow transplant really just involves trimming the hairs. I'd say on average, most people say they trim their eyebrow hairs every week to week and a half. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot more. So immediately after the procedure, you kind of get a sneak peek of what your eyebrows look like, and that's really neat for the patients. And there's typically swelling and bruising around both eyes for anywhere from 3 to 7 days. Everybody heals a little bit differently.
Advice for anyone that is looking to do this would be just to go for it. I did, and it just all went very well. I'm very happy with the results, and I just can't wait to see the recovery state of it. So I really, really love it. I'm excited.